What's up, everybody? I'm here to tell you 5 things I wish I knew about my CBR500 before I purchased it. One thing is, I wish I would have knew that there is a limited supply of aftermarket parts. Obviously you do have your windscreen, your mirrors, your fender delete kits, and you can get different lights and stuff like that for it, but with the 500 motors, there isn't really a whole lot aftermarket wise you could do to them. And with me having a 2022, I realized that there was a limited supply of aftermarket parts because there wasn't a whole lot of companies that made them yet. So that was one thing. So another thing, number 2, is this is a twin cylinder. It has a way different type of tone versus like your 4-cylinder bikes, like your 600s, 1000s, even higher than that, like your 1300s. I thought by switching my exhaust that would make the bike have like that lower type tone, but I mean it still sounds good, but it's not as deep as your, say, like I said, like your 600s, 1000s, even higher. But still sounds real good. Just after I put on my aftermarket exhaust right there, I didn't change it a whole too much, but it still sounds good. But number 3, I didn't realize how common the lower CC bikes, as this one is a 500R, I didn't realize how popular your lower CC motors were at like track days and stuff like that for track use. So I actually had a couple of my buddies who have different CC bikes and me saying that I should take this to a track, and I'm actually going to make that happen this spring, so definitely stay tuned for that. But I did not realize how common your lower CCs were for track days and track events, so definitely going to have to do a couple of those with this bike. Number 4 is OEM parts. So I do still have my fairing messed up over here, but I do have to make my way over to the Honda dealership at some point in time. But I end up getting my crankcase all replaced, my brake right here too, my front brake. There's a couple other things I got replaced, but overall the parts were very cheap for what I was thinking they were going to be. So I didn't realize how cheap OEM parts were for Honda, pretty much. So, and a lot of the parts they had in stock and everything, or only had to wait a couple days for them too. I didn't have to get anything shipped from overseas or anything like that, so it was very convenient on that end. Last but not least, gas mileage. On this thing, I get around average 45 miles per gallon on this thing. So this thing has about 3.5 gallon, I'm pretty sure, a fuel tank. I think it's 3.5 or 3 gallon. But it's amazing gas mileage off this thing for having it at high RPMs all the time. Overall, this bike is really great. I plan on keeping it. Just overall, it's a real great commuter, very comfortable to ride on, fairly easy to maintain price-wise and everything. So if you guys want to see some more content, go ahead and keep watching. Thanks, we'll see you guys soon. Ride safe.